Have you been to Jagannath Puri?
Yes.
Have you seen the broken idols?
Yes.
The marks of sword?
Yeah.
I've
been till Ayodhya to see in Thailand. It could be Hindus who don't want any more bloodshed. Hindus who don't want any more...
Why do they expect bloodshed? Who are they expecting it from? What is the acceptable number for the other side?
I don't know. You tell me.
Zero.
None. Yeah.
Zero. Because when one was being contested, that was not acceptable. So we are being told 0 is the acceptable number.
Yeah.
So that means even Kashi and Mathura we give up?
A noted historian, Richard Eaton, who's written several books, he says that it's not just these dozen odd mosques in UP and Madhya Pradesh and all. There are at least 80 instances. He says 80 instances of mosques in India where evidence of prior temple desecration is fairly certain.
Okay.
This is what he says. Now, there are many... there's a lot of literature available. Correct. And everybody will have a different number. And there's Sitaram Goel, this historian.
Hindu temples,
yeah.
What happened to them, volume 1, 2.
So he says, correct.
They said 2,000 temples and that's the tip of the iceberg.
And 1,000 temples, I
2,000.
think. 2,000?
And all these temples, Atala, Jaunpur and everything, they have been specifically mentioned in the opening chapter by Arun Shourie. Okay,
let's finish with Goel and then you tell me with Arun Shourie. He says, Mahmud of Ghazni robbed and burnt down 1,000 temples at Mathura, 10,000 in and around Kannauj. One of his successors, Ibrahim, demolished 1,000 temples each in Hindustan, which is the Ganga, Yamuna, Doab and Malwa. Muhammad Ghori destroyed another 1,000 at Varanasi. Qutubuddin Aibak employed elephants for pulling down 1,000 temples in Delhi. Ali Adil Shah of Bijapur destroyed 200 to 300 temples in Karnataka. A Sufi Khayyam Shah destroyed 12 temples in Tiruchirappalli. Now, some of them, obviously, let's presume even 50% of them remain destroyed. The others couldn't be destroyed because they were it was made of stone.
Correct.
So they couldn't be destroyed. So uske upar mosque banaya.
Have you been to Jagannath Puri?
Yes.
Have you seen the broken idols?
Yes.
The marks of sword?
Yeah. I've been till Ayodhya to see in Thailand the destroyed temples. So, I mean, I've seen that was by a different thing. But what I'm trying to say is you've seen destroyed temples, you've seen Buddhist temples come up on them, you've seen, mosques come up on them. अब उसको क्या करोगे आप? उसको अब वो मॉस्क तोड़ के उसको टेम्पल को रीबिल्ड करोगे? कितने रीबिल्ड करोगे?
जितने हो सके. Okay, so let's flip the question and ask a slightly different question. What is the acceptable number for the other side?
I don't know. You tell me.
0.
None. Yeah.
0. Because when one was being contested, that was not acceptable. So we are being told 0 is the acceptable number.
Yeah.
So that means even Kashi and Mathura we give up.
But it's not 0 of just the other side. There is a whole bunch of people in this country.
He knows.
Millions.
Hindus in name only. What? Because we are being told by these geniuses.
What? He knows.
He knows. Hindus in name only.
This is really unfair, you know. It could be Hindus who don't want any more bloodshed. Hindus who don't want any more...
Why do they expect bloodshed? Who are they expecting it from? Why don't they answer that question?
Because when somebody makes a claim कि इसको तोड़ो फिर से बनाओ.
तो अब जवाब दो भाई कोर्ट में हमें मतलब you prove us wrong in court. Evidence for evidence. Evidence के जवाब में तलवार क्यों उठ रहा है भाई यहाँ पे? Prove us wrong, defeat us in court. Then the Hail Mary pass comes in. मतलब पूरा institution सारा मतलब this and that.
हाँ.
That is what we are being told.
So this is
नाचने जाने आंगन टेढ़ा.
So you can't say that Dushyant Dave is नाचना जाने आंगन टेढ़ा.
I am not taking any names.
Okay, I am taking no.
Then you take the responsibility.
I am taking name. He's saying that the judiciary in India, and I'm quoting. I'm not saying I am saying it. He's called it a majoritarian judiciary.
So and when the electoral bond judgment was given, तब क्या हो रहा था?
Then
so many verdicts which have gone against the government. See, let's look at this. I don't hold brief for the government and nor do I wish to. The government will defend itself. My point is very simple. Community's interest, community's rights, can they be pegged within the four corners of the constitution? Period. And I am saying, prove the so-called majoritarian conspiracy and historical revisionism by coming to court. आपके जो witnesses हैं, either they are unreliable during राम जन्मभूमि, या आधे तो भाग ही जाते हैं, पलायन करने में मतलब नंबर 1 है. Articles लिखना जानते हैं. And they know how to hold forth on, let's say, comfortable platforms before, let's say, sympathetic audiences. But when it comes to actually proving their point before a court of law on the anvils of evidence, even that you didn't have the, let's say, the ability to do.